And welcome back. Another day, another read. So let's get straight to it. And if you're new here, hey, hello, my name is Dulce, and this is Alchemy of Knowledge. I'll be your tarot reader. Alright. Let's see who I'm reading for today. Who is my lucky contestant? Alright. Pick it up on inner teen. So someone's inner teen is in the chats. Okay. Inner teen is blossoming. There's like a level up happening here. And you're being respected for it. Like your inner teen, I get the sensation that they like finally have developed themselves. And when I'm talking about inner teen, this is having to do something like internally in regards to yourself. This is having to do like something inside your psyche. You know, like you get like different versions of yourself like come out during the day or throughout like different interactions. So that's what I'm talking about in regards to like inner teen. And you're blossoming. You're seriously blossoming, like, and you're being respected for it because people recognize that. What else? And it's because you went through a whole death and rebirth for this blossoming session. You needed to kill an old version of your inner teen that was holding you back, stringing you back, or keeping you into like these old attachments that were not serving you, keeping you in these cycles, these patterns, or these habitual ways of just being that were just not serving you at all. And this could have been like, you know, either through vices, addictions, you know, entertaining specific dynamics, power plays. You know, this could have been like emotional. This could have been like mental plays that you were doing. Or this could have been like, you know, certain things that in regards to like, you know, how do you handle your boundaries or how do you handle responsibilities? How do you carry yourself? How are you prioritizing your energy? How are you taking care of yourself? How do you voice for yourself? How do you defend you? Because again, this carries out into adult life. So there needed to be a death. And the Tower moment has happened. Because you finally recognized, or even the divine recognize that, you know, your energy is too sacred to be spent in, you know, meaningless things that are not serving you. But this Tower moment needed to happen in regards because like when the false crumbles, the truth is set free. There was something that was in misalignment. There was no connection right there. There was something that was, you know, maybe filling a void, or there was just something that you thought like, oh, you know, maybe this is my destination. Maybe this is like part of my journey. But Spirit was like, out. If you don't make a decision, we will. So that's what happened. A decision happened here. And this decision happened because it needed to solidify the fact that you are way above this. In all honesty, like you have outgrown this version of yourself. You are not at this like caliber anymore. You are no longer that individual that would resonate with that energy. And maybe you were lying to yourself. Maybe you were like, you know, a part of your inner teen like was still active there in regards to like, you know, I want to fit in. I want to be liked. But it was just like, girl or boy, man or woman, whatever, okay? You are already outgrown. You have already shed that layer and you're over entertaining it. And Spirit was just like, we got to put an end to this chapter. And you already knew long before that this chapter needed to end, but you were kind of there for the plot. But Spirit was like, we're not here to let you like hit it for the plot. You already know what the plot is and you already know that this is not for you. And just because there was this ending or this sudden like revelation, it doesn't mean that you're doomed. And Tower moment doesn't have to be, oh, impending doom or like you get fucked over. It's more like, okay, this is going to crumble. This is going to be an epiphany. This is going to be an aha, or there's going to be a sudden drastic change. Something that's going to happen that's going to give you a wake-up call in order for you to recognize like, hey, you got this going on. Pay attention to this. There's someone that was involved here, someone with black hair, and I'm just getting the sensation like you're getting free from this. This could have presented itself as someone like that presented to themselves to be a father figure to you or someone of a guidance. Ha! Ha! And then I pull out divine guidance. There's divine guidance all over, like written all over this, to be honest with you. Yes, because there was like a soul tie. Like there was just like a dynamic here that was going on beyond like, you know, what can transcend from the physical realm. And there's like a specific lesson that you needed to learn here. And this had to do with, again, your inner teen. Like they have like these habitual patterns and habits of going for like, you know, what is comfortable, what is known, rather than putting themselves out in the uncomfortable. And yes, even though like if the environment looked different, the energy was still the same. There was something that needed to internally shift and to change. And that needed your doing, your inner doing. And this is the part where you just need to forgive. This ending happened because you finally cut loose with this soul tie with this individual or with this person with black hair. And all you can just do is just forgive yourself and forgive that individual, but not for like the sake of, you know, just anybody. Like it's more for yourself so that way you can just be free and at peace. You know, you set your peace. I am seeing that Spirit's like really guiding you. Have a new diet. Be mindful of what you're consuming. You know, your diet really matters because your body is what you're going to be carrying for a lifetime. So really take care of it while you can, especially if you are younger. And if you're older, like really like take into like consideration, like your health is going to matter in the long run. Like once you get older and older, things are going to start factoring in. Like all those habitual patterns that you've been doing throughout your whole entire life, even what your inner team was doing, is going to compile and say a lot in the long run. So this is where Spirit's like saying, like really, really put that into consideration here. I'm seeing the initials I and R being very significant here, and I'm seeing 9. So like this could be an individual that has these initials, and there's just a complete completion happening here. And with this completion, Spirit's just asking you, just be gentle with yourself. Give yourself that compassion, that care, that nurtures. Like even if this reality check or this ending happened drastically and suddenly that, you know, you didn't see it coming, or even if you did see it coming, Spirit's just like, chill, okay? Like, it's okay. This is part of life. Things happen at all times, and that's okay. What really matters is like, how do you handle it and how do you take care of yourself? I am seeing such divine guidance in regards to a grandfather and grandmother on the other side. And this could be your grandparents, like higher selves taking care of you on the other side. Take it however it resonates. But there's someone that's older that has been guiding you, protecting you, letting you know, giving those intuitive, like, you know, hits, those downloads, and just giving you like, you know, hey, like this is what's been happening. You need to pay attention. This is what's going to happen here. And it's because you recognize that you are such an empress, you're such a queen, or like, you know, if you're a divine masculine listening to this, like you have a divine empress within you that deserves to be nurtured, taken care of, and you need to protect her. And when I'm talking about divine feminine, this is like your relationship when it comes to like, you know, woman outside of you. Like this is how you view woman. This is how you treat your woman. So it's how you treat yourself internally. How do you pamper yourself? How do you emotionally like, you know, listen to yourself? How do you like deal with your emotions? And as also like when it comes to like the creative expression of who you are as an individual, this can be through your like wardrobe, your speech, how you handle your money, your cars, your house, your environment. Like how do you take care of all of that? And so with that being said, Spirit's like, yo, like you have this beauty towards you, like you're not in the right environment. We're going to create this sudden ending because it needs to happen. It needs to like end. You are literally like going into the complete wrong direction, and we're so tired of watching you go into the wrong direction. 922 has to say this. And so because you finally decided what is right, what is the right direction, that happened. There was like a domino effect. Spirit was really like waiting for you to finally make a decision. And the moment that you finally made a decision, a door closed down and a new one opened up. Simple as that. When you're in decision, you're just waiting for the divine to just meh. But once you make a decision, nothing comes as a surprise to you anymore because you finally chose. You finally put your complete like, you know, 10 toes down into the ground, and you're like, I'm gonna stand on this. And because you finally stood stance where you're at, everything just lined up. It just made sense. It wasn't such a surprise to you. And I get the sensation that this time moment that happened was no surprise to you. You already knew that it was already coming. At some point in time, it was going to happen. And this is because Spirit is like saying, like, you have been anointed. You are protected. You are a chosen one. You are someone that's very special, very significant. You have a big purpose and big goals to accomplish. That you being in these environments around these individuals or these cycles and patterns are not serving you. It's just going to hold you back energetically and emotionally. Because what they were doing was taking more out of you than what they were giving out. And it was like you were performing for what? To get seen, to be valued, to be heard, to be respected. It was like a complete devaluation. Like, they were not seeing you for who you are, just out of the mere projections that they had of you. And that is nothing having to do with you. Like, that is none of your concern. It's not your problem. That's their loss. And so that's what I'm like here to let you know, like, hey, you're okay. Because Spirit is reminding you like of your strength. Like, you're very freaking powerful. You are literally a wizard. You manifest things just like that. And another thing about like this whole complete situation is like Spirit's like saying, like, be gentle with yourself. That, like, it's the way how you carry yourself that speaks about you. It's how you're so nice, but like nice is not in the people pleasing way, but very respectful, very well cared, very sought out. In the sense that you know how to deliver what you need to deliver, or you know how to like speak, in the sense that you're going to be heard and reached, but you're not going to let it overwhelm you or steer you away of your character and your values and who you are as an individual. And that's what Spirit is like really celebrating you for. I'm seeing so many aids being very significant here. There's major transformations, a lot of releasing. I'm picking up some Scorpio energy. And again, we are in Scorpio season. So a lot of things are going to start getting revealed, shown to you. So that way you can finally recognize that, hey, what is no longer in resonance with me needs to be released. And if it's not released, Spirit's going to make you release it because it's not in alignment for you. It's not at the same vibrational frequency for you. It's not serving you. I don't know how many more times do I have to tell it to you in order for you to get it through your head, but it's not serving. So, yeah. But heavy on strength. Like, this is going to be a journey where your strength is going to be tested. Seriously. At all times, your strength is going to be tested. Your boundaries are going to be tested. People are going to test you because they see you leveling up, growing, maturing. And they're going to want to see if you are going to fold. Or if you're going to bring that old character out. And Spirit's also testing you through this because Spirit doesn't know if you're the same person or you're a different character. So they're going to put you like in similar situations or specific dynamics or energy, like, that power plays, to test you and see how are you going to handle the situation, how are you going to treat it, and how are you going to go about it. It's all in regards to like your maturity level. And because you consistently kept on proving that I am no longer this individual. I am choosing peace. I am choosing to be mature. I am choosing to like be sovereign and my own truth and divinity. This is where Spirit's like saying, like, you're blossoming. You passed. You passed, so you no longer need to be in this energy no more. You passed, so you're no longer going to be presented with this kind of energy no more. Because you changed, you shifted. You're wiser, you're mature, you're growing. You let go. And there is incoming news here. Something's coming in. I don't know why, but like, instead of like the door, I'm hearing like the phone is ringing. It was like from like this Disney show. I think it was an Einstein. Or it was like the other one where like the little animals, but it's been so many years ago that I can't seem to recall. Okay. Whew. I feel my throat chakra, so throat chakra could be getting impacted here. Yeah, there's incoming news that Spirit's like letting you know, like, you are lucky duck. You are lucky and you're divinely blessed. Your blessings are on the way. There is a new opportunity presenting itself. This could be someone coming in with some incoming news, a phone call coming in pretty soon, or there could be like an email, something, like someone's going to present you with an opportunity here. And whatever it is, it's going to be great. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be in divine alignment with your truth. And it's going to be a great ride. So, yeah. And it's going to be something that's going to like nurture you emotionally. And, you know, there has been like specific lessons again in regards to like emotions, because even shadows carry sacred messages. So like throughout this period, even if it seemed dark, even if it felt lonesome, even if it felt like heavy, or, you know, I feel like there was like another word, but maybe like dwindling, suppressing, confining, whatever the case is, it was showing you a lot of what you truly want, desire, and deserve, because it wasn't a waste of time. It wasn't a disservice. It was actually showing you what you really want, what you really desire, and what you're worthy of. Because again, shadows carry sacred messages. Because, you know, whenever like there is like a shadow that the sun does or presents like through an object or a figure, like for example this, there needs to be an object. There needs to be light to begin with. Without the light, there's no shadow. And if people are too focused on that shadow, they're missing the point of seeing the inner light. One can't coexist with the other, is what I'm letting you know. So it's you finally coming to terms of like, oh, so my divine feminine needs to be nurtured. It needs to be taken care of. This is something that I need to get to know within my own self. And I'm seeing that you are moving on. I'm seeing brown hair being very significant here. Yeah, you could have brown hair, or someone can have brown hair. Whatever the case, you're moving on. And with this moving on, like, you're gonna rediscover yourself. You're going to get to know a new version of yourself. I wanted to say congratulations, you passed. Congratulations. This self-discovery is going to teach you about starting over is just as okay. Just because you made it to the top or you made it to a specific level, it is always okay to start over. There's nothing wrong with it. Especially when it comes to your home life, to your roots, to what makes you feel good, to your emotional needs, to your inner safety. How do you want your home life to run? What makes you feel warm and secure? And what are you like going to like emotionally protect? It is okay to start over. And there is incoming news. I don't know what this incoming news is, but I'm gonna say it. Justice. Justice is coming in. With this justice, there is going to be a new beginning. Now you're just going to need to trust in Spirit. Spirit knows the way. Spirit knows the direction. Spirit knows where you're heading towards. Don't force anything. Don't attach yourself to anything. Don't have a certain expectation. Like, completely release of any expectations here. Because the more that you cling on, the less you have it. The moment you release and let go of and just out, that's when it all comes in. There's something coming together for you. I'm not sure if this is a relationship, a job offer, something's coming in together. But this is where Spirit is like saying, like, have faith. Something's coming in. Okay. Last card. What's coming in? What is coming in? Winning season. Okay, period. All right, I'm gonna end it at that. Your winning season is about to happen pretty soon. You just have to process through these emotions. It is okay if you take your time, but this is a period of you just being gentle with you, okay? I know when things happen unexpectedly, you are, quick to judge yourself, be hard on yourself, be like, oh my God, I failed. But it's kind of like, that's part of the journey. You have to make mistakes. Like, through your mistakes, like, that's how you learn and, like, get to know, like, what is good for you and what is not good for you. Okay? That's like for winning season. Like, there's also someone coming in. So, there's that. I just need to throw that in. I'm like, here. But, yeah. Back at it again with, I know when things happen suddenly, yes, your first reaction is going to be either angry, surprised, betrayed, whatever the case is. But even in that, there is just so much truth and value into that lesson. And it's going to take some time from detaching and, recognizing like, hey, it's okay if things don't work out. That's just part of life. People are made for different roles, different things, and not everything's going to work out just like that. And that is okay. It's whenever you have a certain expectation or a fixed way of thinking that when things go left, in the sense of like, it creates this turmoil within your own self, and it creates more of a mess than what it should be. So that's why your spirit's like saying like, hey, like just be patient, okay? Be patient in the process. Be patient in like us orchestrating this stuff for you. Like it's slowly following through, but it's going to happen. You're stepping into that winter season. Even if right now, physically, you are not able to see it, Spirit's like saying, like, it is coming. It's coming. It's already happening within. So this is where you need to celebrate yourself already. Like, it's already happening right now. So act as if it already has happened. Feel it like as if it already has happened. Celebrate yourself for that. Don't just expect, like, boom. Already act as if. Okay? Now, if this reading resonates, it resonates. And if it doesn't, leave it at the window. Do not force it. It's been a pleasure being your tarot reader. And I can't wait. I'm excited. So many drastic changes, but easy come, easy go. Bye.